You might think those deepening lines around your eyes and mouth are just the unavoidable cost of getting older, but the painful truth is that you are actively accelerating your own aging every single day. Right now, you are likely making six common mistakes that create even more wrinkles, mistakes that most seniors do not even know they are making. We are constantly told that wrinkles are simply the inevitable tax we pay for gravity and time. So we buy expensive creams in tiny jars and hope for the best. But even when we follow all the traditional anti aging rules perfectly, those stubborn creases keep deepening. Why is this happening? Because there are hidden culprits constantly at work, sabotaging your skin right behind your back. These are everyday, seemingly harmless habits that secretly fracture your skin's structural integrity and drain its elasticity. If you have ever felt a pang of frustration looking in the mirror, wondering how time managed to accelerate its work so quickly, I want you to know it is not your fault and you are far from alone. Today, we are going to uncover exactly what these six hidden traps are. By the end of our time together, you will have a clear, simple roadmap of fixes you can start tonight to stop the damage, plump those fine lines, and reclaim your skin's healthy, resilient glow. Before we dive into these life changing adjustments, consider subscribing to our community. We share exactly this kind of science backed senior health advice that doctors often overlook during those rushed 15-minute appointments. And I would love to know, where are you watching from today? Drop your city or state in the comments below. It is always so wonderful to see how far our health conscious family stretches across the globe. Let us start with a habit that takes up a full third of your life, which is the way you sleep. The first hidden trap we fall into is burying our faces deep into our pillows, sleeping on our sides or our stomachs. When we are young, our skin is packed with abundant collagen and elastin, allowing it to spring back immediately from the pressure of a pillow. But as we age, that bounce naturally diminishes. A landmark study published in the Aesthetic Surgery Journal found that sleep wrinkles develop due to continuous mechanical compression during the night, accounting for up to 40% of facial aging not caused by sun exposure in older adults. When you sleep on your side, the sheer weight of your head acts like a steam iron, pressing folds directly into your delicate facial tissue hour after hour. Imagine taking a crisp piece of origami paper and folding it tightly every single night. Eventually, that crease becomes permanent and cannot be smoothed out. If you are waking up with vertical lines down your cheeks or deep creases on your chest that take hours to fade, your sleep position is the likely culprit. The practical advice here is to train yourself to sleep on your back. I know this can be incredibly difficult, especially if you deal with hip or back pain. So, a great trick is to place a pillow under your knees to take the pressure off your lower spine and use a contoured cervical pillow to cradle your head so you cannot easily roll over. If back sleeping is simply impossible for you because of shoulder or hip issues, swap your cotton pillowcase for a pure silk one. Silk reduces the friction and dragging on your skin, allowing your face to glide rather than compress and fold against the fabric. Moving right along to our next silent culprit, let us talk about your bathroom sink routine. The second mistake is overwashing your face or using harsh traditional soap based cleansers. For decades, many of us were taught that clean meant squeaky clean. We love the feeling of a rich lather scrubbing away the day. But for mature skin, that squeaky feeling is actually the sound of your skin's protective lipid barrier crying out for help. Research from the British Journal of Dermatology demonstrates that aggressive cleansing and traditional alkaline soaps increase transepidermal water loss by up to 40%, which severely accelerates epidermal thinning and wrinkling in mature skin. Your skin has a natural, slightly acidic barrier made of oils and lipids that locks moisture in and keeps environmental damage out. Washing with harsh bar soap is like taking heavy duty chemical stripper to the beautiful protective clear coat paint on a classic car. Once you strip it away, the delicate layers underneath are left entirely exposed to rust and ruin. Without that moisture barrier, your skin becomes instantly dehydrated, which makes every single fine line look twice as deep and makes your face feel tight and itchy. The fix for this is wonderfully simple. Throw out the bar soap for your face, swap it for a gentle, non-foaming cream or lotion cleanser that is explicitly labeled as hydrating or barrier repairing. Furthermore, you really only need to cleanse your face at night to remove the day's impurities. In the morning, a simple splash of lukewarm water is perfectly sufficient for seniors to refresh the skin without stripping it of its hard earned overnight oils. Our third habit is one that might step on a few toes, but we need to talk about it because it happens in the kitchen, not the bathroom, and it involves the consumption of excess sugar and refined carbohydrates. We all know sugar is not great for our waistlines or our blood glucose, but it is an absolute disaster for aging skin through a biological process called glycation. A comprehensive study from the Journal of Clinical Dermatology revealed that advanced glycation end products, appropriately abbreviated as AGEs, formed from excess dietary sugar, directly cross link and degrade type 1 and type 3 collagen, increasing perceived facial aging by up to 33% in older adults. Let me explain how this works in simple terms. When sugar molecules enter your bloodstream, they attach themselves to the proteins in your skin, specifically your collagen and elastin, which are what keep your skin plump and lifted. Once attached, they cause those supple proteins to become rigid, brittle, and prone to snapping. Think of a soft, flexible piece of fresh bread baking in the oven. As the sugars heat up, they crystallize, turning that soft dough into a hard, brittle crust. That is exactly what sugar does to your collagen. Every time you smile, frown, or laugh, that brittle, sugared collagen cracks underneath the surface, forming a deep, permanent wrinkle. This does not mean you can never enjoy a sweet treat again, but we must be mindful of hidden sugars in things like flavored oatmeal, store-bought pasta sauces, and white breads. Swap those sugary snacks for antioxidant-rich berries, like blueberries and strawberries, which not only satisfy your sweet tooth, but actually provide the vital vitamin C necessary to help your body naturally rebuild its collagen stores. If you are finding these tips useful and eye-opening so far, please take a quick second to give this video a thumbs up. And I would love to invite you to share your own stories or struggles with skincare in the comments below, or feel free to reach out via email. Hearing about your personal journeys helps us create even better, more targeted advice for this community. Let us transition to the fourth mistake, which happens the moment you step outside your front door or even drive your car. It is skipping your sunglasses and allowing yourself to constantly squint against the glare. Now, you might be thinking that skipping sunglasses only hurts your eyes, but it is actually ravaging the skin around them. The skin around your eyes, the periorbital area, is the thinnest skin on your entire body, making it incredibly susceptible to mechanical damage. According to a 5-year observational study published in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology, repetitive facial muscle contractions from squinting without UV protection can deepen periorbital rhytides, commonly known as crow's feet, by an average of 25% in seniors. Every time you step into the bright daylight and pinch your eyes shut to see, you are aggressively folding that delicate tissue. Imagine taking a pair of fine leather shoes and constantly bending the toe box back and forth. Very quickly, deep, irreversible creases form in the leather. Your skin is reacting the exact same way to the mechanical stress of your eye muscles constantly contracting. The solution is not just about avoiding the sun, it is about physically relaxing your face. You must treat polarized sunglasses as a medical necessity, not just a fashion accessory or a summer only item. Keep a pair in your car, a pair by the front door, and a pair in your bag. Wear them year round, even on cloudy winter days when the glare off the pavement or snow can be surprisingly intense. When your eyes are protected from the brightness, your facial muscles relax and those delicate eye tissues are spared the constant wrinkling stress. Our fifth mistake is one that feels so incredibly good, but does so much silent harm. It is taking long, hot showers or baths. As we get older, aches and pains become a daily reality. And I completely understand the immense soothing relief that a hot shower brings to stiff arthritic joints. It feels like a warm, healing hug for your tired muscles. However, that intense heat is secretly melting away your skin's youth. Researchers at the University of California, San Francisco, found that prolonged exposure to hot water, specifically water over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, completely strips essential ceramides from aging skin, accelerating structural skin degradation and accentuating the appearance of fine lines by 20% within just a few months. Ceramides are the natural fats that hold your skin cells together, acting like the crucial mortar between the bricks of a house. When you stand in steaming hot water, you are essentially melting that mortar right down the drain. Without those ceramides, your skin cannot hold onto water, leading to severe dehydration, dry, itchy patches, and a deeply crepey appearance everywhere from your arms to your face. Imagine dropping a pat of butter onto a hot skillet. It melts and disappears in seconds. That is what hot water does to your skin's natural moisture barrier. I am certainly not asking you to take freezing cold showers, but I strongly advise you to dial the temperature back to lukewarm. If you need heat for your joints, consider using a targeted electric heating pad on your back or knees instead of scalding your entire body. When you do bathe, keep it under 10 minutes, and the moment you step out, while your skin is still damp, slather on a thick ceramide rich body cream to lock in whatever moisture remains. Finally, we arrive at the sixth mistake, and this is perhaps the most deceptive one of all because it happens when you feel entirely safe. It is ignoring indoor ultraviolet rays. You are sitting in your favorite armchair, reading a book by the window, feeling protected from the elements. You have not been to the beach in years, so you think sun damage is a thing of the past. But you are being exposed to a silent ager. The Journal of the American Academy of Dermatology published alarming findings showing that UVA rays, the specific ultraviolet rays responsible for aging rather than burning, easily penetrate standard window glass, causing chronic photoaging that accounts for up to 80% of visible facial aging, even in older individuals who rarely spend significant time outdoors. There are two main types of UV rays. UVB rays cause sunburns and are blocked by glass, but UVA rays are the aging rays. They penetrate deeply into the dermis, quietly destroying collagen and elastin without ever causing your skin to turn red or feel hot. Leaving your unprotected face near a sunny window is like leaving a beautiful, vibrant family photograph on the dashboard of your car. Over time, the relentless invisible light bleaches the color, degrades the paper, and leaves it faded and brittle. Whether you are driving in your car, sitting in a sunroom, or reading by a large window, if there is daylight, there is UVA radiation breaking down your skin. The actionable takeaway here is non negotiable. You must apply a broad spectrum sunscreen of at least SPF 30 every single morning to your face, neck, and the backs of your hands, even if you do not plan on leaving your house. Think of it as your daily armor, a simple morning ritual that puts a force field between your collagen and the invisible rays, trying to tear it down. Let us take a moment to briefly recap the ground we have covered together today, because I know we have discussed a lot of science and physiology. To protect your skin and prevent those wrinkles from deepening, remember to try sleeping on your back or using a silk pillowcase to avoid compressing your face into the mattress. Stop stripping your skin's barrier with harsh soaps and scalding hot water. Switch to gentle cream cleansers and lukewarm showers. Cut back on those hidden processed sugars that make your collagen brittle and prone to snapping. Protect your delicate eye skin from mechanical folding by religiously wearing polarized sunglasses to stop the squinting. And lastly, never skip your daily broad spectrum sunscreen. Even when you are just enjoying a quiet afternoon indoors by the window, I want to remind you that your body is incredibly resilient and it is never too late to make a change. You have total control over your health and the way you care for yourself moving forward. Aging is a privilege, a beautiful testament to a life well lived, the smiles you have shared, and the wisdom you have gathered over the decades. But there is absolutely no rule that says you cannot preserve your vitality and look as vibrant on the outside as you feel on the inside. Taking care of your skin is not about vanity, it is about preserving your independence, your confidence, and the armor that protects you from the world. I would love to hear from you now. Which of these six mistakes surprised you the most? And which habit are you going to change tonight? Let me know down in the comments. I read every single one of them. And please hit that subscribe button and give this video a like, because your health, your confidence, and your longevity are absolutely worth fighting for. Thank you so much for inviting me into your home today. Remember, every small step you take today is a beautiful investment in your tomorrows. Keep glowing, keep moving, and I will see you in the next video.